funny myths we believed in the 80s, 90s, or just whatever. I want to go over some of the things because I just recently started thinking about some and thought, wait a minute, I don't think that's true. So grab your coffee and let's get into it. Let's get into it. You guys, welcome back. Candidly with Coffee. Happy Friday. I thought on this Friday we can lighten it up a little bit. We don't always have to talk about such serious topics on this show. It's Candidly with Coffee for a reason because we could talk about whatever the heck we want.
Exactly. Doesn't have to be all like so serious all the time. It could be relaxed, some funny stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Make our audience laugh.
Yeah, I mean, so if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. And make sure you like this show, subscribe, comment, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Follow us on Instagram, all the things. And then we do also have a membership site as well here on YouTube. It's only $6.99 a month, and you get all the exclusive content. You get after shows, you get Off Topic, which is a weekly show. You get little emojis, you get a coffee cup next to your name. So much fun stuff.
Yeah.
Exclusive lives. We do a Wednesdays exclusive live.
Exactly. And tell your family, friends, dogs, cat, everybody about us. Follow our page.
Or share.
Please.
Share. And you know what I was actually going to say? When you're listening to us and you hear something funny or whatever, tag us. Tag the Instagram account in show us you're listening.
Yes. That's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. So what's going on with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just it's Friday, end of the week. Keep my foot on the gas because sometimes, you want to get a little relaxed. In a weird way, I start thinking about what I want to eat this weekend. My old brain kind of like Saturdays.
Oh, you still kind of do that?
I do that, but I don't do that, if that makes sense.
I don't really do that anymore at all.
I've been eating at home. I haven't been eating out. Mm-hmm. But I do want to go. I'll be honest with you. I don't know the day, but I think I'm going to try to go Saturday to La Taqueria because they're almost closed.
They wrote that they didn't know the date yet. They said, just warn you guys, get in your fix. We don't know the date yet, but we're going to be closing for 3 weeks. I saw it on their Instagram.
See, I don't want to miss out. Then I'll be bummed out.
I think you have one more week. I think it's like next week. This week.
You think so?
Yeah, but you're going to have to check their Instagram.
I'm going to call them.
You're going to call them?
I'm going to call them. Señora, ¿cuándo van a cerrar? The lady always picks up the phone.
Yeah.
The phone takes the order.
Yeah, good for them, though, that they get their holidays off with their family. How nice.
How many food places, venues do that?
Yeah.
None.
They get paid, too.
I know.
He does. That's his gift to his employees.
Because people love to eat this time of month, this time of year, especially with their friends, family in town, especially that spot, if you're coming from out of town.
If you treat your employees really well, they really love working for you and will do a lot for you.
Yes. You got to treat them well.
You do.
I think a lot of companies don't, like, I don't want to say it, but the company with the A word, you're just a number for them.
100%.
People don't love
you literally are a number.
Yeah, no, that's messed up.
There's like no personal touch there. It's all very systematic.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If you treat your employees like they're your family, like extension of your family, they'll be that much driven to do a good job for you, to make effort, to put in effort. Because you go to some places to eat, you could tell there's no effort whatsoever at all in their job. No effort to go above beyond on the service.
You know what's ironic about you saying that? That kind of a comment would have gotten someone fired at Netflix. We were not allowed to refer to coworkers or being part of Netflix as family. They wanted us to think about it as like a sports team, like you're only as good as your last season. That was the vibe there.
That's that whack ass corporate mindset, though.
No, but not all companies are like that. Netflix was very cutthroat in that way.
Oh, and not to get off topic, but there's a huge, massive lawsuit, class action lawsuit against Netflix for that little Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing. How many heads you think are gonna roll from that?
Oh well, that told you the day after, people were fired. Multiple people were fired. I guarantee you that.
Damn.
Yeah. But you know what's interesting? Do you know why, dang, I don't know if I can really say this. I'm going to save it for the after show. I can't say it too publicly because I can't remember how long do NDAs last? They're not indefinite.
No.
right?
No.
You know, my NDA must be long expired.
How long has it been?
Like 12 years or something like that. 11 years, 12 years,
Should be done.
10 years, 11 years.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for the after. So see, I mean, that's why you guys got to be part of the inner circle.
So you had to sign an NDA?
Oh yeah. I had to sign an NDA.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was part of you leaving?
Yeah. I had to sign it.
They forcibly signed it?
You don't they pay you very well to sign it. You're paid to sign it. But you notice how there's not a lot of people that talk about Netflix employees wise?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like rumors or big crazy things.
So even upon firing all these people, they're still going to get them to sign NDAs
100%.
with big severance pays.
100%.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyways, after show, inner circle, I shall share. All right. So let's talk about some myths. Were you told crazy things by your mom when you were young that you then realize as an adult were not true?
I'm sure I was. You got me thinking about that. Like, what are the myths that I've been told? Usually they're grandma myths too.
Yeah, grandmas too.
Yeah.
I did read, I was told this one. I was told that if you eat watermelon seeds, that you will grow a watermelon in your stomach.
No, I never heard that.
You never heard of that?
Nope.
No. If you eat watermelon seeds, do you poop them out as seeds? They come out in your poop?
That is a good question. I have no idea about.
Have you ever ate watermelon seeds?
No. I've never been into watermelon like that.
Oh, I do love watermelon.
I'm not a big watermelon guy.
Sitting too close to the TV will ruin your eyes.
I have heard that.
I thought it was kind of true. So I was looking up that it said it was a myth, but I'm like, is that a myth? I would think that would be kind of true.
Yeah.
But no, apparently it doesn't ruin your eyes. It says here it was a myth.
Interesting.
Parents were convinced that kids would go blind.
I definitely heard that it ruins your vision. But what about computers? Staring at a computer so long.
If it ruined your vision, everyone would have messed up vision because everybody stares at screens all day long now. Maybe not when we were kids. If you think about it, nobody stared at screens all day long when we were kids. But now they do.
Yeah, you're right.
So if it were true, then everyone would be wearing glasses.
Yeah.
I remember specifically, and I don't know why my mom would tell me this. Like, what's the point? I don't understand what their point was, but she would say after I ate that I had to wait half an hour before I got back into the water, like the pool or whatever, or I was going to get black and blue all over, is what she told me, which means bruises. I was going to have bruises. I'm like, why though?
I heard that too. I heard like if you eat and you're full and you get in the water, your stomach can burst, something like that. I was like, what?
Your stomach can burst?
Internally, yeah.
See, like where do they come up with this stuff?
I don't know.
Did you notice, off topic kind of, but did you ever notice that when you went swimming, it brought on a hunger like no other?
Yes, facts, 100%.
Why?
I used to go to these local, not local, I guess you could say local, community swimming pool at Balboa Park. And across the street was Roxy's, famous sandwich place. Mm-hmm. Famous little corner store that makes sandwiches. Still there to this day in San Francisco. And I just remember, after having a long day of swimming there all day, I would be ravenous.
Yeah, like a different kind of ravenous.
Oh, my.
Almost like the munchies.
Oh, my God.
Right?
I would get like an icy, big grab of chips, and then a sandwich after.
Oh, my God.
Those are fun, though, because, back then I was a skinny kid, active. I could eat whatever I wanted. Didn't have to worry about calories. But, yeah, that was starving after, always. I never understood that. Why? I haven't to this day looked, even us being in the space, I haven't looked into
It's
why.
probably just because you burned a lot of calories. If you think about how much
Well, you're using your whole body
if
to
you're
move through the water.
playing in the pool for hours with your friends,
Hours.
imagine how many calories you're burning. If you think about it now.
Yeah.
Do you remember that game Marco Polo?
Lightweight.
Marco Polo.
I never played it much.
It was a stupid game. Why did we love it so much as kids?
I don't know. I liked another game that we played as kids in the park. Our crew was 1, 2, 3 Heat.
I've never heard of that.
It's probably a Frisco thing. And we would play for hours and we would be starving after.
If you think about like the things as kids that we were so entertained by, kids today would be like, are you kidding me right now? Like,
yes.
Did you have it in school where if you were good, it was a special recess and the teacher would bring out the parachute thing that looked like a rainbow They put balls in the middle of it and you just kind of like shook it and the balls, you try to get all the balls off the parachute. It was like the most exciting thing. We would get so happy when the teacher brought the colored parachute out. Okay, am I going crazy? I need comments on this because Mike's looking at me like I'm crazy, like he's never heard of it. Please comment and let me know if you guys remember getting excited about the parachute thing that you do this.
You went to school in San Jose. I went to school in Frisco. 2 different places.
Okay, so what did they do at yours?
We didn't do that. I don't know.
Do you do anything fun?
No.
Did they ever roll in the TV when it was time for like art on the TV and you watched that guy paint?
No.
No?
No.
Or like Mr. Slim Body?
No.
What kind of school did you go to?
I said San Francisco, Frisco.
But babe, that wasn't like a third world country.
I didn't say that, but it's not the same as what you're describing. I can only tell you guys probably teach different than the teachers do up here. What do you think? They all have the same curriculum exactly, same as everywhere?
You act like it's like a different country. I'm telling you, they did some sort of entertainment things for the kids in class when you went to school.
No.
Okay, now I need a comment. Now I need to know of somebody who is a listener who went to school in San Francisco that can break this debate. Is this
James
guy's
Lick,
memory?
McAteer, Fairmont Elementary, break the debate.
Yeah, let's see.
No, we got recess at 10 o'clock. We went out and played for a little bit. Then it was lunchtime around noon or so. Then you got played, and then school was done by 3-something.
Did you have a snack recess?
Yeah.
Where you got to bring your snack?
Like 10 o'clock or so.
I loved snack recess.
10:30.
I have loved food since I was a child. That's what I remember as snack recess because there was 2 recesses. I didn't care so much for the one that wasn't the snack one. I wanted the snack recess. It was at 10:05.
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere on there, yes.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, another one. If you cross your eyes for too long, they'll stay like that.
I've heard of that,
Can you
too.
cross your eyes? Do you know how?
I don't know if I can.
Try to do it. You're just looking down. Look up and cross. No, you don't know how to cross your eyes.
Guess not.
You can't like move them in?
I tried.
That's so weird. So you're an anomaly. Okay, definitely heard of this one. Touching a frog gives you warts.
I remember that one.
That's not true.
Yeah.
It's false.
I also remember a teacher would tease me and say, "Hey, Mr. Escobar, stop cracking your knuckles. You're going to get arthritis all in your hands." Cause I like cracking. I still crack
I
my
wonder
knuckles.
if there's facts to that.
I could crack them all. Because I got it from watching a Bruce Lee movie. Before he'd fight, he'd go like twist his hand, go. And I wanted to do, I can't do that.
They would all crack.
Ball
Yeah.
in his hand like a fist.
Yeah, and they would all crack.
And they all crack. He's
that
like
was a
ready.
sound effect, babe. Hollywood.
I know. I was a kid. Hello. You act like you watch TV and you don't think it was real as a kid and believe shit. You believe Santa Claus just like everybody else did. You believe wrestling was real as a kid too, so did I.
I
all
did
staged.
until I saw Hulk Hogan you know what happened?
All that blood, that's another thing.
Do
You thought it was
you
real
know
blood.
what happened? What ruined it for everybody? The invention of the VCR, because you could pause with the VCR. You recorded the wrestling, then you rewatched it, and it didn't even have a remote control. Our first VCR, my dad got, it was $1,000, by the way. We were like the first family to have a VCR, like in the whole family. And there was a long cord attached to the VCR, and all it has was one button on it, and it was a pause button. So you could actually put your tape in, and then you could pause it. So we kept doing that, and then we saw him pull out the razor blade out of his little sweatband and cut it. We were shocked.
Yeah, I remember when that scandal came out.
The VCR jacked him up because people can pause.
Yeah, and also when they had them in the corner and they're pretend punching them, you could tell they were just doing this with their hand. They weren't really hitting them, for sure.
Now, this is not a myth, but it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Do you remember, for one, do you remember the ice cream man? Which, by the way, he still comes around our neighborhood, but do you remember the ice cream man?
Yeah.
Did you have one in San Francisco?
Yeah. They got them
Okay,
in
so you
Frisco.
had that. Mm-hmm. Did the ice cream man have gum cigarettes? cigarette pack
I remember the gum
that
cigarettes.
was gum,
Yes.
and you could suck on it and then blow out the powdered sugar.
Yes, I remember that. I don't remember if he had it, though.
Isn't that crazy to think that that was okay? Gum cigarettes
Right.
for kids.
Exactly. See? I wouldn't be surprised if the big tobacco owned that gum cigarette either, ingrained in our brains, because then you want the real thing when you're older.
All right, you guys, let's take a little break for MegaFit meals and we'll be right back. When it comes to hitting your macros, MegaFit meals makes it so easy with their delicious macro-friendly meal prep options. Mike and I are constantly on the go these days, and these meals are a lifesaver during some of our busiest weeks. Whether you're craving chicken tenders, pizza, filet mignon, or even pasta, MegaFit Meals has something for everyone. All meals are high in protein, made with quality ingredients, and designed to help you crush your health and fitness goals. And the best part, there's no subscription required, so you can order as you need. Save time without sacrificing nutrition, and if you want to try it for yourself, use our link in the description and enter code Jeanine for a discount. That's code JEANINE. MegaFit Meals has you covered. All right. Can you think of any other good ones from your childhood?
Nah, I'm trying to think. I've been trying to think this whole time. What are some good ones?
What are the most embarrassing things or things that you can remember from your childhood that you're like, especially you coming from a poor family? Did you ever have to do anything embarrassing because you were poor? Like, did you wear floods or
No.
Anything like that?
No.
Or hand-me-downs or anything?
Nope. Not that poor. Nope. Nor would I, because it would have got me in a lot of fights. Nor did I wear Pro Wings to school either.
Oh my God, remember? Pro Wings
Yes,
were like
I refused.
anti.
I told
Everyone
my
was
dad,
anti.
I'm telling you right now, I would have gotten a lot of, I told my dad, you're going to give me a lot of, kids are
Yeah.
going to tease me. I know myself. So my mother scraped up her pennies and bought me a pair of Jordans.
I love that story so much when you told me that, because I don't know how, I
don't know how
still
she
don't
did it.
know. 6 kids, how in the hell did she find a way to get her son Jordans?
The original Jordans. Michael
It's
Jordan's
insane.
number 1, the black and red ones.
That was, see, and it's
I know
those
exactly
moments.
I know exactly the store I bought him at. It was on 22nd and Mission. It was a little shoe store on the corner.
She gave you the money or she took you?
I can't remember. She took me again. I was young. I was super young. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. It's funny how we kind of like remember certain moments like that. I had a couple of like shopping moments like that with my mom. And, but one thing I remember that my dad tried to get me to do that it was like mortifying to me. It was raining and he, I was always so jealous. My friends had little cute little raincoats and rain boots. I mean, we don't do that in immigrant families. You don't get raincoats. He cut a Glad bag. He cut a hole for my head and my arms in a Glad bag and put that over me and made me wear that to school. I took it off immediately as soon as he drove away. But he told me that's what he used in the island, and he had to do it with no shoes on and blah, blah, blah.
Give me that story.
Yes, but he wanted to, me to wear a garbage bag for a raincoat.
No, that's embarrassing.
You'll
Kids
never
would've
live
teased
that
you.
down.
No. Kids would tease you to death.
The things that parents, I used to always get teased because I don't know what it was, but my parents never purchased Ziploc bags. Like Ziploc bags and saran wrap were like just not something that they would purchase. Or Tupperware containers of any kind.
They would say
We used
plastic
Country
containers.
Crock
There you go. We did
tubs.
that too, yes.
and foil for everything.
Foil,
And I
yes.
would get teased because my lunch at school was all wrapped in foil.
Me too.
Was yours too?
I didn't get teased, but it was wrapped in foil, yes.
Yeah, my friends would tease me.
Oh.
And then another thing that we never had in our household, napkins, only paper towels. So like napkins. So that's why even to this day, do you notice that I never buy napkins?
No.
I use a paper towel
Yes.
as my napkin. I think normal people use napkins.
We never use napkins.
Never.
I haven't used napkins in years.
But I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think we're bringing that from our childhood. I think that a lot of people actually have little napkin holders with napkins, not a paper towel. Paper towel is for wiping things down.
I always thought it was for,
I could be wrong. I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
It's funny. I never even gave it that much thought, but I never liked using that. Even before I was with you, I didn't have napkins, paper towels.
Yeah.
That's a trip. I never even thought about that.
It's funny to reminisce about like childhood things or to think about like those things now under like this at the lens of today's society, like some of the things that we believed and did and stuff like that back then.
Yeah, you're right. We did some I did some crazy shit as a kid, man. That's all I will tell you that.
Let's take a little break for One Up Nutrition. We'll be right back. When it comes to the best supplements to support your muscle building and fat loss goals, One Up Nutrition has you covered. Their gut health supplements have been a complete game changer for me. And I have to say, their protein powders are my absolute favorites. Mike and I literally order the peanut butter cookie and lemon Italian iced protein powders by the case. They are that good. With so many delicious flavors to choose from, One Up Nutrition makes hitting your protein goals easy and enjoyable. So whether you're looking for supplements, protein powders, or anything in between, shop One Up Nutrition for all your needs. And don't forget to use Jeanine to save at checkout. That's code JEANINE. All right, you guys, we are back reminiscing and a little nostalgia on this fabulous Friday episode. Another one. And I don't know if this is true, to be honest, but is it true that if you swallow gum, it stays in your stomach for 7 years?
That's a good one. I don't know, but I remember that swallowing gum was supposed to be like, it's trapped in your system.
I mean, it could probably cause a blockage. Does it get broken down? Does it break down?
Does the acid break it down?
I don't know. Why doesn't,
I know.
Off topic, but why doesn't acid break down corn? Why does corn come out the way it goes in?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What special like thing exists in corn that it does not succumb to the acids of your stomach? Think about it. It comes out the same color, the same texture. How is that possible?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have no answer for that. I have zero clue.
Everything else, kind of like it doesn't look anything like it does going in.
Sometimes peanuts comes out too. I've seen that too. In the,
This episode
TMI.
needs a warning.
Yeah.
It needs a warning label. Is that true? They do?
Sometimes. I've seen it.
Oh, that's probably why things like nuts and stuff are not good for people with diverticulitis.
Yep.
Because it could get stuck in the little...
You're right.
It could get stuck in the pocket.
Yeah.
Right? I know that when our boxer, when Tyler's dog had obstruction surgery, there was specifically an obstruction, a toy that caused the obstruction. But while he was in there, he cleaned it out. He cleaned out the whole area, and he pulled out some other things too. Like a little like edges of toys, like a toy ears and things like that. Those hadn't caused the obstruction, but you have to be careful because like things can accumulate. I mean, that's how, some people end up with like these digestive blockages.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to be super careful what you put into your body. Especially like you said, if you have diverticulitis.
Because you have all these pockets in your colon. Yeah. Your intestines have all these, like, it's not a smooth ride. So they can get stuck, little detours.
That's crazy.
And then it's fine, right? Until it like over time it builds up, or over time maybe it gets infected or it causes an infection, and then you have a flare up, and that's what's a flare up. That's why a lot of people like they'll end up in the hospital with like a flare up.
Oh.
Both my siblings, Elizabeth and Danny, have that diverticulitis.
Yeah, it sucks. I know a couple pro fighters had that issue. I think Brock Lesnar had it real bad where he had to like take time off from wrestling and from fighting. He had to have surgery and everything.
Like Danny told me he can't eat chia seeds. Like it causes issues.
Oh.
Chia seeds causes him issues.
I'm so glad I got nothing wrong with my digestive tract. Mine is on point.
No issues at all?
Zero. None. Zero.
You never even really get bloated.
Not really. No. Unless I eat. I wonder what would make me bloated. Whole milk would.
No, that day that you got bloated, we laughed because you said, "What happened to my physique? Your stomach was like sticking out." What caused it that day?
I forgot. What was it that I took? Was it digestive enzymes? No.
No. I don't remember.
It might have been some bad cheese.
Oh, it was the bad cheese. You said it had like, it didn't look, it was the cheese.
Yeah. Dairy can mess me up a little bit. I got to be careful. For the most part, cheese is okay with me, but whole milk is a no.
It's the casein.
Black beans.
Or the lactose. No, because the Fairlife milk is filtered, so it's lactose free.
Yeah, it doesn't bother my stomach. Black beans?
Black beans is a problem for you.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? I mean, speaking of like nostalgia when we were kids, we had no knowledge of that those kind of things were important. You know what I mean? Like a digestion. You're not taught anything about like the basics of your health, even as a kid. Don't you think you should be?
Yeah.
Like as a kid, like going to the bathroom, and I mean, people teach their kids the basics, like clean, hygiene wise, but not health wise. I don't know. I never really understood those kind of things until I got older.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? It's like we were told to eat breakfast first thing in the morning. You know, you wake up, first thing they're feeding you. I was never really hungry first thing in the morning. I didn't really get hungry till like 10-ish.
That's another myth. They used to say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's not
exactly.
true.
There's another one. That's so fake. And what breakfast, break the word up, breaking fast. That's what you're doing.
It just means the first time you eat for the day.
They say they combine it so America makes more money on food. So they combined you to eat that meal. Because back in the day, said people didn't eat breakfast. They didn't eat food till later. Then somehow they came around.
I mean, technically.
It's like a mind thing, man. They kind of manipulate.
It is, but technically breakfast could be any time of day. It just means it's the first meal of the day. It is the time that you break your fast from when you ate last the day before.
But see, they attribute it to the morning time.
Yeah, of course, with cereal and all the pastries.
I wonder when that changed.
Donuts
that's a good.
And all of that stuff is actually the worst way that you could break a fast. The worst thing you can do when you break a fast is to do it with sugar or carbohydrates.
Absolute worst.
You can, but you have to balance that out with fats and carb. I mean, fats and protein.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna crash. So listen, kids get up, they have cereal before they go to school. And what happens to them when they get to school? They get a crash.
Yeah.
They're crashed from their breakfast.
Exactly.
Hopefully now parents are more informed and about protein and stuff. I must have had no protein until I got older. I hardly ate because I never really was. I'm not a huge fan of meat and chicken. Like I'm not a huge fan of those things. I like the sides. I like the appetizers, the loaded baked potatoes and the mac and cheese and the, tortilla with cheese. I never really was like into protein and things like that. So since I wasn't mindful, I probably didn't eat very much of it.
I always did. I always loved like eggs, meat, all that stuff, chicken.
Did you know
ground
it was?
Beef.
When did you understand that it was like good for your muscles and stuff, though?
Probably when I was working out, the gyms. Maybe a little. Actually, no, younger than that. What am I saying? Because I would read the magazines, 15, 16, 17 years old.
I mean, that's a little older already. I still didn't know about protein at that age.
Yeah.
I did not discover the importance of protein until I started working out with Matt.
Interesting.
It took that long.
Wow.
I had no concept.
I know
so until then, so that means I was 35 years old. Before then, that means I did not eat any protein. And that is why my body was I was thin, but I was so flabby. I was just a thin, frail girl.
Yeah.
Because I had no protein. It was crazy, but I did not know.
Mass.
I did not know. Because there was a time when I started to lift weights and stuff, but I still didn't know to eat protein.
And you know what's crazy is here we are in 2024, and that word gets tossed around so much. You hear it all over the internet. Mm-hmm. You must eat protein, this and that. People hear it and they know that, but they still don't know. Do it. They still don't know how much to do.
No, and they still think
they're under eating.
Yeah, yes. They think that, I'm having 2 eggs for breakfast. Is my protein. That is not a lot of protein. That's 12 grams.
It's nothing. There's nothing.
No.
That's what they think. I'm eating 2 eggs. Or even a dude will be like, I'm eating 3 eggs, but I'm eating toast. I'm eating some hash brown. I'm like, no, bro. You got it all wrong.
Remember when one of your clients, he would eat the eggs and then he would have toast and hash browns. I'm like, bro, that's double carbs.
Double. No.
Pick a carb. Pick a carb, but have a veggie, protein, and a carb. You can have the hash browns or the toast, but not both.
No.
Okay, double up on protein. You're half the plate.
Double.
Make half the plate protein.
Yeah.
Then you have the other half plate to split between like a carb and veggies and fats on the rest of the plate. But half the plate protein, then that's half the battle right there.
Yes.
And then eat that first.
Eat that first.
Eat that first. Fill up. It always cracks me up because I'll have a client that'll say like, oh, I just can't even eat all this. I can't eat that much. I can hardly eat all this protein. And I'm like, your food log shows that you have no problem eating, a croissant.
Putting it
And why
down.
Why are you under in your protein goal? What made you think it was okay to eat this croissant when you still have 60 grams of protein to eat?
Exactly.
Like, listen, if you get to the end of the day, you eat your protein, you get that done, and you have enough calories for your croissant, have at it. But you got to give me the protein first.
Exactly.
And until you make that swap, your body's not going to change.
Nope. And it baffles me that, again, you're in 2024. You have tracking apps. It's no secret. You could try to learn macros on your own. You could try to use ChatGPT, whatever app, whatever you need help. It's out there, but they still don't know how to do it. It's all the help's out there.
Listen, I don't know. I was having a conversation with someone earlier this week, and I said, it doesn't matter about the information. It doesn't matter telling people your secrets or your business ideas or whatever. Don't worry about it, because guess what? Nobody executes. Everyone, it's great. Ideas are great. To me, ideas are worthless unless you can and execute from the beginning to the end. A lot of people can execute the beginning of something.
Yeah.
That doesn't really do anything. Taking something from an idea to actually executing on the idea and seeing it all the way through all of the ups and downs and problems along the way until the end goal, that is like not very common. And that goes with weight loss goals, business goals, anything.
I mean, look what Zuckerberg did in college.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that whole thing.
Those dudes had the idea.
Yeah, and he executed.
Of starting, that social media page. Right. And he's like, okay, cool. Thank you for the idea. And he took it and ran with it and did it.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I sided with him on that whole debacle. I watched that movie. I sided with him. I'm like, they didn't execute. They would have never executed on it. It was an idea, and he ran with it.
Yeah.
It's like everybody has ideas. Ideas mean nothing.
So, yeah, I think people think they own the idea. Okay, you had the idea, but you don't own it. It's not trademarked to you.
You can't trademark an idea.
It's not copyrighted to you. No.
You have to have something tangible, proven
exactly.
to get a patent, No, I don't know. I just feel like, sure, I can say, I have an idea. I have an idea that I'm going to have a button that I can press, and like it puts my pajamas on for me in like half a second. So I put it out there. I said it on the podcast. So does that mean that I own that now?
No.
And if somebody else, does that I could take them to court and be like, hey, that's my idea. I said it on episode blah, blah, blah in the Candidly with Coffee. Give me my billions.
Yeah. Or what you said in the previous podcast about having like a life meter.
Yeah.
You said it. Somebody might hear and be like,
yeah,
she's on to something.
Well, it's kind of like the Apple Watch is already close, right?
It's getting close, yes.
I feel like the Apple Watch.
Pretty soon.
Which this is going to be on the next episode, by the way. We're going to talk about it on Monday's episode. But the Apple Watch can be a tool that will eventually give you a life expectancy estimate.
Yeah.
I think so.
Based on your biometrics.
But Apple probably won't do that because then no one will buy the watch. No one will want to wear it. They'll be scared.
You're right. They don't want to know the truth.
Petrified. People don't want to know the truth.
People don't want to know the truth. They don't want to hear the truth.
Do you notice something? The people that want the data, they want the scales, the measurements. They want to go get DEXA scans. They want to do all the things. Those are the people that are the healthy people. I want to go to the doctor. I want to see my numbers. I want to look at the charts. Those are the people that are not afraid of the results.
No.
The people that need all that data are the ones that are scared.
They're
the most
running
scared
in the
of
direction.
It. Yeah.
They're petrified.
Yeah. Let's take a little break for Transcend, you guys. We'll be right back. You guys know that Mike and I embarked on our HRT and peptide journey last year, and we are absolutely loving it. It's been a game changer for both of us. And if you've ever wondered why you should consider HRT or peptide therapy, let me break it down for you. Everyone's needs are unique. That's why Transcend is all about creating a personalized plan just for you. They'll start by evaluating your blood work, taking into account how you feel and what your goals are, and then help you find a solution tailored to optimize your health and wellness. What makes it so effective? It's targeted treatment, finally address specific deficiencies and imbalances that might have been holding you back for years. Boost your body's natural functions. These therapies can kickstart and support your body's processes, giving you that extra edge. Enhance your well-being. Imagine boosting your mood, increasing your energy, and just feeling better overall in your day-to-day life. And lastly, longevity. It's not just about feeling good now, it's about supporting healthy aging and preventing chronic conditions down the road. Transcend will guide you every step of the way. So if you're ready to take your health and energy to the next level, start your own HRT or peptide journey with Transcend today. Remember to use our link www.transcendcompany.com/ESCO Elite, 15% off for new patients. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed a little lighter of an episode because, we like to keep it interesting around here. It doesn't always have to be about Trainer Mike. You always crack me up when you say there's some pictures of Mike that we took for like his website and stuff. You came in one day and you're like, can you take these pictures down? I hate these pictures. I look like Trainer Mike. Who's Trainer Mike? What does that mean?
I don't know, just a goofy looking dude, like too serious. Yeah, exactly.
Trainer Mike. You may as well be walking around with a gallon Alhambra.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to be Trainer Mike?
No.
Coach Mike?
Coach Esco. Call me Coach Esco.
No, you're not Coach Esco.
Just call me Mike. You don't need to put coach. I don't need a title. I know who I am. I know what I'm about.
Yeah, remember you said when you walk into the gym, you light it up?
Yes. My presence is felt for sure. 100%.
There you have it, everyone. Yep. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.